Welcome inside Mall of America studio to Timberwolves Fastbreak. He is Kevin Lynch. I am Annie Sabo. Kevin, another Timberwolves loss, this time back-to-back losses. A 121-114 loss in Dallas against the Mavericks. But the Timberwolves did lead this game by 3 at the half. They led the entire third quarter.
Yeah.
Dallas just able to really come alive in the fourth quarter when it mattered, especially from beyond the arc, going 7 for 9 from 3 in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, disappointing game in a lot of ways, Annie, because, Minnesota was down quickly. I think Dallas was up 11 in the first quarter, so slow start for Minnesota. They come charging back. Covington starts making threes in that second quarter. Like you mentioned, Minnesota caught up to Dallas, and they were up at halftime. Then Towns gets hot in the third quarter. Minnesota kind of in control, really, of the middle of this basketball game. And then, like you said, Dallas got hot from downtown at the very end, and they kind of pulled away with a three-point shooting.
The Wolves now move to 7-3 on the road, but you got to hand it to this team for hanging in there with one of the best teams in the West. 121-114, your final once again. Minnesota able to make 17 threes. Dallas 11 for 37 from beyond the arc, but 7 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Points in the paint, Dallas 52 to Minnesota's 36. Another loss, yes, but head coach Ryan Saunders isn't all that upset following a loss, saying that you can take a lot of positives from this one as well.
He continues to grow, and he's provided a lot of, nice performances for us in these first 20 games. And, do we wish we had a few more wins? Yeah, we do. But do we like a lot of the progress that we've made, both with individuals as well as within our system and where we want to go moving forward? We do feel good about that. And tonight was it was a pretty good basketball game. We were just talking about it with our staff. I mean, that's a really good basketball club, Dallas. And, I like what our guys were able to do, too. And, I don't really subscribe much to the back-to-back in a lot of situations. A lot of their guys were able to, rest in the fourth quarter last night, too. And, when you have a deep team like they do, you see what they can do in the fourth quarter. And you saw what some of our guys can do as well. So, I'm disappointed in the outcome, but, I like a lot of things that happened.
Taking a look at the Wolves' upcoming schedule right here on Fox Sports North. First, the team is at the Thunder on Friday. We'll see you at 6:30. The team then faces LeBron James and the Lakers, the best in the West, on Sunday. And on Monday, a rematch with Devin Booker and the Suns as our coverage begins at 7:30. Kevin, the road trip continues for the Wolves. They have a chance to regroup after a day off. Oklahoma City, a losing record, not the greatest OKC team that we have seen in past years. But what is the biggest challenge that they present to this Wolves team come Friday?
Well, they got some good weapons. I mean, I don't know if it's just like one person. Chris Paul obviously is still a pretty good player at that point guard spot, even though he's a little bit older now in his 30s. But Danilo Gallinari is always going to be a handful for Minnesota to guard. Steven Adams, big, strong dude inside. So they got some good talent. So if you're going to beat that Thunder team, like you mentioned, they're 8-12 right now. They're not a complete disaster at this point. They're a dangerous team. So Wolves have to take it to them if they want to come out with a win.
Well, hopefully we do see a win come Friday, because the Wolves have not lost more than 2 games all season long. We'll see you hopefully at 6:30 on Friday, as that'll do it for this edition of Timberwolves Fast Break.